we all know how it goes. Apple doesn't launch products, it reinvents them. They do things because they have the courage which others lack. Sometimes they hide things from us because, hey, they know better. And sometimes they don't give us everything because good things take time, like a lot of time. And this year they're launching a brand new iPhone, and this is not your usual Pro Max, Air. This is the iPhone Ultra. Now, this is what Apple will be calling its first ever foldable phone, which is pretty much confirmed to be coming this year in September, along with the other iPhones. And honestly, I think the name makes sense. Samsung, Google, they call their folding phones folds. Apple had to use something different, something really original. So Ultra, very original. But hey, the name apart, the iPhone Ultra, the iPhone Fold has leaked, and if you're thinking Apple is gonna just play it safe, make a foldable like the Z Fold 7, because hey, Samsung has been making these for 7 years now, you're so wrong, because the iPhone Ultra is actually very different, and I was not expecting this. I mean, if you see the leaked dummy units out there, this looks nothing like any fold you've seen before. Honestly, this looks like Apple took the OG Google Pixel Fold, made it smaller, made it wider, changed the cameras, and there you have it. See, that's funny because someone already did it before Apple. Yep, Lord Huawei was here first, like they used to be until, well, you know. And even Samsung is working on a very similar wider Z Fold 8, so maybe wide folds are just the future, or maybe everyone's just copying each other. Probably a bit of both. Because see, right now, most folds you see are tall, boxy, narrow outer screen, big squared off inner screen, and that has its advantages. The narrow outer screen makes it feel like a very normal everyday phone, easy to use, comfortable in the hand, and this way you also have the squarish, bigger inner screen, which is good for multitasking, not as great for watching videos and content because of the aspect ratio, and this is what the iPhone Ultra wants to solve. Apple basically said, forget all of that, we're gonna mix a flip and a fold, and while I kinda like it, there's two sides to it. I mean, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is too narrow, this is gonna feel too wide. That 5.5-inch cover screen is wider than anything you've ever had as a regular phone. Yeah, good luck reaching around the corners with your fingers. I mean, I can't wait to try this and also see how apps work on this wider cover screen. But the inner side is the brighter side Apple's focusing on, because it's said to be 7.7, 7.8 inches in the same 4:3 aspect ratio as an iPad. So basically, this should feel like an iPad mini in your hands, way more natural watching content with way less black bars. Now, speaking of multitasking, this is something you'd expect from a fold, and Apple doesn't even have proper split screen multitasking on iPhones yet. But the good news is, this is gonna launch with iOS 27, which will bring sidebars on the left. You'll also be able to run two apps side by side, just like iPads. And the inner screen will probably have an iPadOS-like experience. And yes, with this, iPhones will finally get split screen, which Android has had for how many years now? 14. Yeah, 14 years. Like I said, good things take time. Lot of time. And you know what? Not just that. The big deal around the iPhone Ultra has been the creaseless screen, the rumored creaseless screen. I mean, Apple is said to be using a special adhesive and also liquid metal with, 3D printed components for the hinge, similar to what Oppo did with the Find N6. All of that to get a zero feel crease. And we've seen how good or how invisible the crease is in the new Find N6. Even Samsung showed off a creaseless foldable display at CES. So maybe we'll see that in the iPhone Ultra, only for Samsung to not include it in the next gen fold. Typical Samsung. Anyway, I just hope Apple nails it here, because the crease on folds just keeps growing and growing over time, just like your love for me, so hit subscribe. And as per reports, Apple's also making the iPhone Ultra very durable, which is obviously a big deal in foldables, and they won't want just pin gate 2.0, right? Now, first up, this will be just 4.5mm when unfolded, so thinner than the iPhone Air, thinner than Apple's thinnest iPhone ever, just how Apple would call it. And 9.5mm when folded, so not exactly the thinnest. I mean, the Z Fold 7 is just 4.2mm when unfolded, 8.9mm when folded. But durability-wise, Apple is said to be using an aluminium plus titanium frame, so maybe this will be on the heavier side too, we'll see. And honestly, I don't mind the extra thickness or the weight, because I've used the Galaxy Z Fold 7, I love it. But the battery anxiety is there. And the iPhone Ultra is said to have the biggest battery ever on an iPhone, just like how Apple would call it. And leaks say 5500 mAh, some say 5800 mAh. So yeah, bigger than the Z Fold 7, even bigger than the Samsung Tri-Fold, and very close to the Chinese folds. And yeah, Apple's doing everything they can to squeeze out every bit of battery life. C2 modem, smaller display driver chip inside, Samsung's new M16 screens, which are brighter and more power efficient than before. So with Apple's optimization on top of all of this, maybe, just maybe, the best battery life ever on a folding phone. And even otherwise, this looks absolutely packed. I mean, the new 2nm A20 chip, 12 gigs of RAM, finally up to 1 TB of storage. So really the peak iPhone specs. But you know what, not so peak in 3 things. Because there's apparently no space for Face ID, so Face ID is gone. Touch ID on, aka fingerprint scanner on the power button. There's also no space for the SIM tray, so that's gone too. This will be eSIM only, courage. And there's no space for 3 cameras either. So 148 megapixel primary camera and 148 megapixel ultra wide on the back. No telephoto as per the rumors. I mean, if Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, everyone can do this while making thinner folds, why can't Apple? Maybe something we don't know. Courage. Now, as for selfies, there'll be a punch hole camera on the outer screen, and about the inner screen, some leaks say punch holes. Some say a 24 megapixel under display camera. I mean, Samsung actually did the under display thing, ditched it after the Z Fold 6 because the quality wasn't that great. But hey, you know what they say? If Apple does something, they do it absolutely. So that was all the details on the iPhone Ultra, aka the iPhone Fold, and it's gonna cost around very budget-friendly $2,000 to $2,500, which is like 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees because India Apple math is different, very affordable. But hey, you know how it is. There are people who buy anything and everything Apple makes, and maybe, just maybe, this is that one Apple product where being late actually means getting better, the best fold ever after a long time. And if this is what it is, I'm in. But are you with that price? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe.